Once you can master being alone, you can do so many things. I believe we can do anything now and everything eventually. But to do everything eventually, we have to sacrifice a lot in the short term. But I just landed in Mexico because I'm doing all these things with all these changes with my music to take it to the next level. These vlogs and this documentary, docuseries type content, all the content I'm putting out across platforms, all the touring I'm doing, all the music I'm putting out. I'm in the middle of a big change, expanding my team. And every time I'm in a transition period where I'm gonna take things to the next level in anything I do, if I'm lucky enough that I can take a trip, I like to take a trip and do it during that. There's something about Mexico I love coming here. I studied Spanish a little bit in school, so my Spanish isn't great, but I've been practicing. And I come over here, I'll do Guadalajara, I'll do Coxala, I'll do Puerto, Vallarta, and probably some other spots. And I'll take you with me, you'll see. But see some nice hotels, see some nice resorts, beaches, etc., and build the business, build the creative stuff while I'm traveling. So here we go, baby. Let's get it. Finally at the hotel, I have to take a shower and then enjoy the trip. Make the updates, enjoy, explore, reflect, think, all that. But first, necesito ducharme. I'm in this place called Tequila, Mexico. It's literally where they grow the agave de azul, the tequila plant, and that's what they use to make tequila. It's kind of dope to see the world like this. I don't even drink alcohol, but I had to come see this. It's kind of dope. Yeah, I'll show you the other side. This is where they ferment all the alcohol to make the tequila. Or I'm getting the process wrong, but this is where the fermentation happens around the plant. Something to make the alcohol and make tequila or shots at the bar while I sip on mocktails. But hey, you gotta love the industry. All right, check this out. All these bottles, they're all made in this factory. All these bottles are different brands, and they provide a design for their bottle. They pick what configuration, flavors they want in their tequila, and this factory makes all the tequila. That means theoretically, many of these tequilas that a lot of you have probably heard about, they taste the same. They're the same thing. They're made in the same factory. But the difference is the brand. Now, obviously, there's some variations depending on which types of tequila they pick, etc., etc. Also means theoretically, I could make my own tequila. Now, I'm not gonna do that because I don't even drink, but this is where I would do it. We're in Tequila, Mexico right now. But the reminder here is the importance of brand. Product is critical. You gotta have a great product, but that's the baseline expectation. A lot of people in certain industries can commoditize making a great or at least an acceptable product. Sure, you can differentiate on the products, and you should the best that you can. But what it also shows you is that you also need a great brand, because if other people have commoditized the product, what have you done to build a brand that can't be commoditized? You can't really survive without both the product and the brand. A lot of learnings out here. Really cool to open the mind. Also look at all these barrels. I'm staying in a hotel. Hotel room is basically a giant barrel. I'll show y'all that too. But it's crazy. Check out the vibe of this restaurant. Look behind me. It's sick. I'm in this town of Tequila, Mexico. And I'll be honest, I'm pretty surprised by the vibe of the town. It's like this really small town. But I guess what's happened is that the agricultural plant that they use to make the tequila has become pretty commoditized. Stayed in the one because they called me the one. You can see the different barrels. I'll show you the other ones too. I stayed in one of these on that side though, but it looked just like that. Walking off the property now, you can see the barrels behind me. They gave me a little barrel as a souvenir. Got a lot to reflect on here, and some other things I did. I secured some of the other members of the team. I don't know how much I want to talk about it yet. It'll be easier to explain when I'm sitting down, vlogging, probably streaming. But yeah, we're gonna go big this year. I feel like, sorry, these bugs are eating me up. I feel like no matter, it wasn't like this the whole weekend, I promise. It's just right now, the bugs. But I feel like we're gonna do something big. So, going big this year. More to come. Check this out. I'm kind of on this island. Had to get on a boat for like 30 minutes. No more than that, probably an hour to find the spot. So, hola. Now we're on the water. I'm out here on the beach in Puerto Vallarta, just reflected, doing this little
location while I set up the team. I had a great meeting today with my team working on my email list and all of that, how that content strategy is going to be cohesive with my YouTube strategy, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. They'll say email list or show love to Kayvon music and everything else that I do, even beyond just the content. On this trip, I'm documenting a lot of stuff. You know, this is really scrappy. This is really cool because I can just do it with my phone. And for certain things, I'm going to have a camera crew so that it's not all in first person, but this is kind of cool too. And, you know, when I do that, it's to document everything I'm doing, to share why I think the way that I think, how I get inspired by the things that I build, and just to share more because somebody somewhere out there, maybe you, are impacted by it in a positive way. Like all the things that I watch and I listen to, they impact me positively. Last thing, life is so special that you gotta do dope things. You gotta take risks. You gotta pursue your passions. And doing that, weaving it into whatever you gotta do in your day-to-day life to make that stuff possible, whether it be a job, you know, hopefully your job, you see the alignment with whatever your greater purpose is. And if for whatever reason you can't see the alignment more immediately, then when you understand why you're doing that job, what your longer term vision is, you'll do anything. Look, I don't care what the job is. I don't care if it seems prestigious or not. If it's in service of my broader mission, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So anyway, do that thing that you love. That's why I do what I do every single day. You know, and I try to take care of my health, take care of the people who matter, put out as much as I can so that somebody who's watching it can have it impact them in a positive way. And so somebody else could tell me what I can do better and how I can continue to improve my output for the world. Anyway, I'm about to get on a boat. Oh, what it is. Hair is crazy. It don't matter. It's both sides.
I bet you never seen a mocktail this pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe here in downtown Vallarta. It's a beautiful world we live in. It's such a beautiful world we live in. You got an OXXO right there. That's the OXXO. Those are everywhere. I gotta say, this is a beautiful part of the city. You can see over here. I'm about to go onto the water. So many beautiful spots to eat at, chill, think about life, take walks, write things, record videos. So check that out. That's making me think. You know, my mind's actually super free right now. Do what you love, baby. I don't really have anything wise to say. Enjoy your life the best you can. Work damn hard, baby. All right, you see the property? This is just where I'm staying, over there, on those doors. Now going up that way, up the stairs. Check it out. Vamonos! I gotta find out the architect of this spot. I mean, the detail of everything is just unreal. Check out the bathrooms. Even the bathrooms got a cool design. About to catch some breakfast upstairs. You know, if I could sneak in a quick little motivational thing. So, I'm on this view. I can see the water and the mountains out here on Monte Coxala, and the nature's beautiful. Everything's beautiful. And it makes me think, I don't know what it makes me think about, but first of all, just enjoy it. If I had to share one thing that's just on my mind right now, be delusional. I'm seeing all the most successful people say that. I've been applying that mindset for a long time. Not that I've accomplished anything crazy or anything like that, but the few things I've been able to do in my life have been possible because I believe. If I believe, it can happen. If I don't believe, then it's definitely not gonna happen. If I don't believe in myself, nobody else will believe in me. And if I just did the normal things that everybody else is doing, then I can't do anything special. Hard things are done, amazing things are done for the first time because somebody believes. Somebody believes that it can be possible. And then other people see that vision over time. I believe we can do anything now and everything eventually. But to do everything eventually, we have to sacrifice a lot in the short term. But doing that, there were a lot of sacrifices I had to make in terms of what I couldn't do with my music in the meantime. And that was tough. I did a little bit, as you know, but not as much as I wanted to. And a lot of people are like, oh, where's the music? I wasn't talking about my investments and maybe other things I was focused on. And sure enough, now I'm in a place where I can take a lot of those funds and invest it in the music, invest more in the music than I ever could have. Taking the music to a really, really far place and investing a lot and more on that to come. Nice little trip to paradise. It was a lot of fun. I think what I was saying on that last video, I was just saying that now I have a lot more to invest into my music. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it right now. Come out of this next 12 months with something super tangible as it relates to the system to scale this thing to the next level. So let's go on the journey together. I'll see y'all on the other side. A big reason why I'm on this trip is because I spent it setting up a lot of my automations. Like I was saying in the other video, it's all about automating and delegating and outsourcing the things that I don't need to do, and just me focusing on the things that are uniquely me and that I can do better. And again, automating everything else. So I'm building a team to do that, and I'll take you guys through the process. I'm really excited about it. Oh shoot, what's up, bro? In the JW lobby in Guadalajara after a rager, 2:40 a.m., flight in 11 hours, back to the States. What a trip. I got a flight in less than 3 hours back to the States. I think I'm supposed to check in more than 3 hours at a time if I want to do it online. I either didn't know that or I must have forgotten that, but it's not letting me check in on my phone. So now I'm gonna make an extra stop in addition to making the stop to drop off the rental car. 6 minutes from the hotel to grab my stuff, and then I gotta drive to the hotel, so we'll see if I make it. All right, pulling up to JW Marriott now where I'm staying. Just gonna park this car out here. Hopefully they just let me keep it here. My phone away. All right, I'm in the elevator now. He let me leave my car there for a second. Gotta get my bags. Hotel's sick though. The shuttle's right there. It's 11:30. Still not checked in, but I hope they let me in. Wish me luck. I always come so close to missing these flights. Shuttle just left because I took too long to check in my car, and I gotta get the contract. But there goes the OXO. They got Hertz out here too. That's what I'm using right now. And there's my car. I was rocking with the Dodge Journey. It's 11:36. Let's hope I make this flight in time. New test also. All right, I'm in the Sky Priority check-in line. But it's for check baggage. I'm trying to see if there's a kiosk. I got the Aeromexico, Aeromexico, Delta Airlines partners. So it's 12 o'clock right now. Boarding time 12:20. I got stuck in the middle seat for the first one. That took too long to check in. They got me in first class for the second flight. It's a longer flight. Shout out to Delta and Aeromexico. Muchas gracias. I had to go ahead and buy some chilies to go. Got me a little tuna sandwich. Got 21 grams of protein in it. White bread though, but you take what you can get. We're on tight time. And got a water. I did have to sneak in a Fresca. That's one of those other things that we got to talk about. Fresca, amazing soda. I mean, it's delicious. They have it here in Mexico. I can't find it for the life of me in the United States. But anyway, about to get on this flight, about to board, and we'll take it from there. Guadalajara, it's been an amazing trip. I'll see y'all next time. Now it's off to Mexico City for my first layover, and then off to New York. But basically, I'll finally be back in New York. Quick reflection time. If I had one regret, well, I guess I'll start with this. I spent this week on Mexico doing a lot of the preparing, doing a lot of the preparation for it, putting out all these different platforms. And I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be huge. I can already tell. There's so much that I've learned through the years about making content and growing their content, making content and growing with followers across different categories, how to connect it all, how to make people interested, how to appeal to what their interests are and give them what they need and build around that, not just around the music, but around everything. And for so long, I didn't do it. I waited to jump, and I think, well, I waited to do that because I was like, let me build some more credibility in this way. Let me go learn this other thing. I mean, obviously, I've been putting out content for a while, but there's more that I could have been doing. And I was afraid to invest in the way that you need to invest for something like this to be successful. And it finally hit me. I feel like that's how it goes sometimes. It finally has to hit you. That of all the things I can do, those things right now, what's the most important? And I am proud of that, is that I have invested in really important things up until now that have set me up to be able to do this, whether it be how I invested my time or my money or my attention or my resources. And I always think about, okay, what's the opportunity cost of this investment? And I go with what has the least opportunity cost. And it's always been other things that had higher opportunity cost than going all in on the content. But now it's like, okay, a lot of other things are in a good spot. I gotta push the content, and I'm willing to invest so much. And you're gonna see it grow. We're gonna see it grow together. I mean, my whole goal is to bring you along and go through this together. We're gonna learn a lot together. First class, baby. It's midnight, just landed and got through to the other side. I pretty much have everything I need for the new content stuff. Worked on it on the flight. Only thing I was missing was obviously the remaining footage for the rest of the trip, and that's about now. You can actually have people around you. You don't have to be alone to be lonely. Being lonely is like you just don't have anything or anybody. And even though you're surrounded by people, you don't have anything or anybody you can trust and that you feel like understands you, and you're lonely. And I think learning how to be alone and thrive in being alone is one of the things I actually struggled with for a while. But over the past few years, got a lot better at it, and now I actually love it. Once you can master being alone, you could do so many things. And ironically, I actually think it makes you better around other people, because once you know how to be alone and how to do what you got to do, and allowing yourself for whatever that motivation is, not need to be around certain people to get things done or move forward. Once you master all of that, become a better friend, better family member, better partner, all those things, and a better colleague, better everything for the people around you. So it's another day in the life.